Ayubowan. Welcome to the SciTalk Lab with Saree Scientist podcast channel and YouTube channel. අපේ රටේ විද්‍යාඥයින්ගේ අපේ රටේ විද්‍යාවේ කතා හොයාගෙන යන මම මානසී තිසරමාලි වීරතුංග. I am a Sri Lankan science journalist and I am a Sri Lankan PhD student in biology currently studying at University of Florida, USA. Joining with me today is an eminent Sri Lankan agronomist and expert rice breeder, Dr. Sumith Abeysiriwardena, a former director of the Rice Research Institute in Bathalagoda, Sri Lanka, and currently a consultant on rice research and development at CIC Agribusinesses. Sir, it is a great honor and pleasure to have you with us today.
So maybe we will start by telling who you are, because I also don't know the whole story.
I will tell you in brief. So I am Sumith Abeysiriwardena. Now I am engaged in rice variety development attached to private sector. Earlier I worked in the Department of Agriculture in the Rice Research and Development Institute, coming under the Department of Agriculture. The objective of there was to improve productivity of rice in Sri Lanka to achieve self-sufficiency, because land area is limiting, so that the productivity by unit area has to be increased. So that was the main objective, and our staple food is rice. So I was in the Department of Agriculture, and then I shifted to private sector because they wanted to have a rice improvement program, development program. That was the first rice improvement program handled by the private sector, initiated by the private sector. So that they invited me. So through the ministry, I just resigned and joined.
In which year was this?
It was 2006, 20 years ago. So before that, I did my school studies at Tambalangoda Dharmasok College, and then I passed advanced level and I did my degree in the Faculty of Agriculture, Peradeniya. Then I joined as the research officer in the Department of Agriculture, because I did my agriculture science now.
Yes.
Agriculture as a research officer in the Department of Agriculture, so that I was given the responsibility to do rice research. Then I went for my postgraduate studies to USA in 82 to 84 for masters, and then 87 to 90 for PhD. Came back and again started working in the public sector. Then I resigned from the public sector and joined the private sector, and now I am handling rice improvement program in the private sector.
So may I ask this from a lot of people in Sri Lanka. A lot of students do biological science for A-levels hoping to be a doctor, and then go for agriculture or science only as a second option. Was that the thing for you also?
Even I had that. I was also like that.
How was that transition for you? Like, were you disappointed that you couldn't become a doctor, or?
No. I am now really happy.
Yeah, about how it happened.
How it happened. Yes. Now, when I started when I was in advanced level, when I did advanced level, first time I failed because I was not interested in this subject matter studies. So I was doing cadetting, cricket. I was interested in extracurricular activities, so that I could not get through. Then the second time, I was trying to. Then I had my affair in the school.
Okay.
Right? Then she was backing me, and then she was always, you go ahead and study. And then so I studied for the second sitting. When before 2 weeks before I sat for the exam, my father died.
Yeah.
Then you cannot study.
Yes.
Then I thought of, then I got through advanced level. I got through O level, and then I decided, okay, I can go for a job. Because I got 5 credits those days in O level. I can go for a job, and there was a good job in bank. So you can also earn. Then she forced me, no, you should not. You should do your advanced level and see if you fail this time you can decide. Then I thought of doing advanced level and set for the advanced level, and so I got through.
Yeah.
I failed zoology.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed zoology. If I, come out with the reason for that, I don't know whether this is good to say. So I used to smoke those days in the school.
Yes.
Children.
And that time I think smoking was
Smoking
popular.
most popular. It was not considered as a drug.
Yes,
But,
even in like movies and all.
exactly.
At the time.
Right. So that we started smoking and then you addict.
Yeah.
Then also I was smoking those days. And in advance of that, there were some, friends.
Yeah.
Then when you do this, you have to go for practicals those days. You have to do theory. When you pass theory, you are called for practicals.
Okay.
So you have to pass the practicals.
Right.
So that for practicals, there's a dissection. Rat door, dog door, cockroach door, earthworm, and that.
Yeah, I did zoology special.
And the shark.
Shark.
Small one,
Yes.
shark. Now all the animals you can find in a household. Cockroach you can find but shark you cannot find in a household. I used to dissect all the animals you can find. But I couldn't, really dissect shark because you have to get shark for 5 rupees. You have to pay 5 rupees to get a shark. I take 5 rupees from home to get the shark and I smoke. You see that 5 rupees, right? Cigarettes were very, 7 cents or something those days. I used to smoke. Then I didn't dissect shark. When I went for the exam, they were getting ready to give us, some dissection, and so I was I was the first person in my group because I am Abeysiriwardena.
Right. Alphabetical order.
Yes, alphabetical order. But some person, maybe due to some reason, I was transferred to the other group. Because this thing is so, they wanted to have 1 or 2 people from this group to other group. So I was transferred to the other group. The people who were in my group in the beginning, they got rat told for dissection. When I was transferred to the other group, I got shark. That was the fate, right? Then I didn't know how to dissect. I just dissected, but it was not very successful. When results came, I failed zoology. All the other subjects I passed, I failed zoology. I got marks, high marks for physics.
Okay.
Then I was given 3 options: to do veterinary science, to do agricultural science, or to do architecture. Those days. Then I selected to do agricultural science. That is how I came to agriculture. Now those days when I failed zoology, I was not worried about that. Somehow I was selected. I fulfilled my objective.
Yes.
So that I was satisfied.
Yes.
Then I started really, study without doing any extracurricular activity in the university. I studied.
University of Pera then?
University of Pera.
And how were you interested in plants and botany, agriculture, those things before, or was it after you came to the university?
No, before I didn't have any interest because I didn't know about these things. after coming to the university also, I didn't have much interest, but that was the subject I had to do, so I proceeded with the subject. But I didn't like animal science. Agriculture had two.
Yes.
I didn't like animals. I like crops.
How did you get interested in this breeding field?
Yeah, that after passing out, so I was selected as a researcher in the Department of Agriculture. So they selected me to the plant breeding division, not on my interest. So that I worked on that.
So you didn't have like a dream job or anything going on?
I didn't have any dream.
You adapted to whatever the path you were.
Exactly.
That's a good thing, because I feel I sometimes talk to some students, they say like, this was my dream field, but I didn't get selected to that. Now I am in a different faculty and I can't concentrate.
Exactly. Yes, that's right. Even when I was doing advanced level, I didn't have a dream to be a doctor. So all parents forced us to be,
Yes.
because they are socially accepted.
Yes.
That's the reason. I didn't want.
Yes.
Really. But now I am happy that I didn't do medicine. Because otherwise, if I would have done medicine, I may be a doctor, and then you are treating patients and
That's all.
That's all.
The one thing, I was once talking to one of my professors in my university. He does work with Arabidopsis and genetic engineering things. And once I asked him the same question. I said like, in my country, medicine is supposed to be the best profession for anybody studying, because he said he initially worked in animal medicine, human models, and then shifted to plants. And I asked him whether don't he think it has like a demotion or something, because that's the notion in my country. What he said was like, people would, in the future world, people would die from hunger sooner than from diseases. So he's contributing to eradicating hunger.
That's how he. So that in the beginning, I forgot to tell that when I was in the 8th standard, I was very weak in maths and science. Because I was not interested in these subjects. I always wanted to play. Then my father, identified me, and so I really like to have the bicycle. I ride bicycles those days. That I don't know how you call it. Baga bicycle, full bicycle. Baga bicycle. I was really interested. The father knew that. Because I rent bicycles from. There are renting places. And father said, if you are selected to science, because at 8th standard those days, students were selected to arts, science, those days. So that is at the 8th standard. The father said, if you are selected to science, I will buy you a bicycle. Then my objective was
you were bribed.
just to take a bicycle. Then I studied. I tried to study at the standard. Then I was at the standard, and maths. I didn't know anything. So I got some books and I tried to read them and understand, but I couldn't understand anything. Then I thought, no, I should not start at the 8th standard book. I should start the 6th standard books. And I had those books, old books. I started the 6th standard books, and gradually I worked on 7th standard and 8th standard. Then I don't know how, then I got the highest marks for maths. Really, I got only 4-5%. Right? Highest mark for I got 97.
Right.
And even for science, I got only 15, 16. After that, I got about.
Now that you were interested.
Interested. So that I got selected to science. The interesting thing is, still I didn't get that bicycle.
But you got into science.
That's right. So then only I selected to science, then I proceeded in science. Because of her, I passed that one.
She was your strength.
Yes, that's right.
So I think, sir, the reason that a lot of parents push their children to be a doctor or an engineer is that the people know that this is what a doctor does, this is what an engineer does or a lawyer. But a lot of like common people do not know what a person who does a breeder does or an agronomist does. So if you are to explain to the people what your job is in a way that a non-expert can understand, what would you say?
Yeah, it's a very hard question. Very hard question to answer, because now doctors are socially accepted. Even engineers, they are work is
Yes.
and
And
even
lawyers.
And from the beginning they are accepted. Even in the schools, they were talking about doctors, lawyers, engineers, but not about agriculture. But they eat.
Yes. Yes. Everybody.
Everybody
Yes.
eat. But they don't talk about this agriculture. Now, if even now the public doesn't know what agriculture scientists are doing or what agriculturists are doing, but they know only one thing: the prices of rice is high, prices of rice is low. Those things that they know, the general thing, but they don't know about the people who work in that subject, not only in agriculture but fisheries.
Yes.
That food, that
Animal husbandry.
the animal husbandry. Now, some people don't like to do anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't like because personal
Yes.
that for other issues.
Yeah.
But people don't know how to make them aware of these things. It should be a very long-term process. You cannot change people overnight.
Yes.
If you try to change people overnight, it will be a disaster.
Yes. If someone asks you what a breed, is there even a singular word for like the people for your job, like that people would understand, like normal, not non-scientific community would understand?
There is no such word. So in English they say agriculturalist.
Yes.
But in Sinhala, Goria.
Govia.
Right? That is the thing. Goria is not a recognized person. Unfortunately. That is the word, yes, Goria. That is the word.
What about the research and like breeding? Like now I or someone who has studied science would know what breeding is.
Yeah.
But if you are to explain it to a layman,
Yeah.
how would you say that this
Yeah. In general, when you say layman may be a student, or layman may be someone from the public district.
or maybe another profession?
In another profession.
Yes.
So very easily you can make them aware about reading if he is a student or if he is someone in other profession, but not a normal person. They don't know anything. But in Sri Lanka, the people are educated. If you try to make them understand, they will understand. But we have not tried this. We have not tried. We have tried only to make understand farmers and the other people who are engaged in agriculture, the students or the university students, the other people, the business, not really the public.
Right. So you have experience you have studied in the US and you have worked with other countries. Is it the same in other countries or is it specific to Sri Lanka?
Yeah, very again hard question. There's no direct answer. May vary from country to country, but in US there is no very much high acceptability for doctors or engineers. In US, I don't know in other countries. I think the same in Europe countries.
Yes. This is Asian, like China,
yes.
India.
Yes, that's right. Not in other. They really like business people.
Yes. If you make money.
If you make money, so that's all.
Yes. And what has been your experience when you have tried? So you said you work with farmers. You tried.
No, I didn't really work with
Okay.
farmers, but I work with farmers' problems.
Farmers' problems.
Yes.
In doing that, like, what are the, like, have you encountered any challenges? Now you said Sri Lankan people are intelligent, so
Yes.
you can, like, what has been your experience with translating your scientific knowledge to them, to the community, to the industry?
Yeah. So there are two, three. Not I directly involved in that. I make my scientific findings, and findings are transferred to the farmers, end users through extension service. It's a service in the public sector through extension service. Even in the private sector through extension service, and also in the private sector through promoting the products. And that is how it is transferred. We don't directly involve, but it is smoothly.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think I sit at that intersection where I communicate with scientists and, like, do the journalism part
Exactly.
of. And what I have noticed is some scientists are reluctant to communicate to journalists because sometimes they think their science is not communicated in the proper way, or like it's not the message they want to give is not exactly conveyed, or some scientists are worried that their findings will be, like, public and that they will, like, lose the ownership.
Right.
Yeah, do you have any experience with that, or, like, what's been your experience with, like, doing that part?
Not in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Not in Sri Lanka. Maybe in other countries, but not in Sri Lanka. But sometimes, if you have patent rights, sometimes you are not allowed to,
Right. Disclose
this publicly. Otherwise, you can do that. But in Sri Lanka, for example, for plant variety, there is no Plant Variety Protection Act. In all the countries they have, but not in Sri Lanka. So when we develop a variety, anybody can take seeds and no patent right. You don't get paid, you don't say patent right, no royalty. Or no Plant Variety Protection Act, for example. So that we can talk about varieties anywhere. And even we can give seeds.
Right.
But I can't give seeds since I am in the private sector. They don't like.
Right.
They may chuck me off.
Yes.
But when you are in the public sector, it is for anybody. So in Sri Lanka, even the scientists are, even in the universities, so they don't hide. They always express their ideas to public. But the thing is, our findings or whatever we do is not much interested by the people. Only a group of
Not
people.
even farmers?
Not farmers are interested.
Okay.
Farmers are interested. So who are getting the benefit of that finding are interested.
But not the common.
Not the common.
Even though everybody tries.
That's right. Yeah, right. That is there.
And have you noticed that different in other countries? Do, like, people in general more interested in scientific findings than same?
Same. That is same in the And I think in general in the world, the people are doing things maybe based on their knowledge. That knowledge is based on some misconceptions and all these things, not based on science. Knowledge. So that the people are just doing their work on the general, what you call the knowledge that the knowledge also get inherited from generation to generation.
Yes.
So most of if the people are educated only, they are really concerned on science.
If there's, like, one main important thing from your subject that you wish the general public would know, what would that be?
Yeah, I think that is the rice varieties that I have developed for health purposes. So that is important for everybody. It's not a specific, specific technology. So it's a technology we have a development of new varieties with health properties and high grain quality. So everybody should know about this. But that is happening through promotion of my rice varieties by the business marketing people. So they are doing that. I am not directly involved. Sometimes when they do it, they make mistakes. Then I correct them. In general, that is what is happening. But we can, that is how it is going to the public.
What is like the biggest misconception among the community about with regard to your field, your subject?
Yeah. The main misconception is that the argument between inorganic and organic farm. That is the main misconception, right? Organic farming is a real misconception. It has no value. Even they say when you use agrochemicals and when you use high technology, you end up with poisonous food, right? That is entirely a misconception because that it is like donkeys doing dogs work, right? Donkeys are the people who are really promoting this organic agriculture. They don't know about anything. Those people are not really studied agriculture. They are doctors sometimes. They are monks, right? Politicians, exactly. They are the people who are promoting that, not real agriculture. That is the most important misconception. But if you try to do that, you are failed. Because organic farming means those about maybe during 1930s, 40s, we had organic farming. All organic farming and all traditional varieties, no fertilizer, no pesticide, nothing. But what was the yield? Less than 1 ton per hectare. Our population was, during 1940s, our population was 6 million. They couldn't feel, when you focus on rice, when you look at rice, our staple food was rice. To feed that 40 million, you couldn't have the production. You couldn't have sufficient production to feed that 6 million. During that period, you could only produce 40% of the requirement. 60% were imported. Then when we got independence, Mr. Abeysiriwardena faced that problem. He had to import rice from other countries. Then he is the person who really started this research programs and all. But I wanted to say that organic farming, they say the organic food is very good, very healthy, those inorganic food is not healthy.
Cancerous.
So, what was the age expectancy, life expectancy during that 1940s? 45 years. With all this organic food. Now what is the life expectancy? Now 77 years in Sri Lanka. Then it is good to have this inorganic food with poison. Because you are right. So that is the misconception. That is the major misconception. And the other misconception is environmental pollution. Right? You have to pollute the environment anyway if the population is increasing. So you have to have a balance. You cannot go for extremes. You should know. Then you have to maintain the population. Otherwise, earlier there is a principle called environmental carrying capacity. You must have heard that.
Yes.
So, any environment has a carrying capacity of anything, maybe a population. So based on the food and diseases and all these things, environment can carry. Even in the productivity, there is a carrying capacity. Under that carrying capacity, the productivity of rice was less than 1 ton per hectare. Now, with all these technologies, we have come up to 4.5 tons per hectare. Now we are self-sufficient. That is the misconception. You can talk about
Yes.
many things.
Yes. Yeah, that's a very interesting point you made with like connecting the life expectancy.
Yes.
So, sir, what's the...
Yeah, there are two reasons to improve life expectancy. One is adequate availability of nutritious food.
Right.
Other one is improvement in medical
Medical
field.
field, yes.
So those two.
Technology ones and
Yeah.
yes.
Although if there is an improvement in medical field, if you don't have food to eat, you will die.
Yes.
You should have food.
So, like you said, like anywhere in the world, food, agriculture is a big thing.
Yes.
It's like the most important. How is the research that you do here in Sri Lanka important on a global scale?
Actually, we are not doing any major things important at global scale. We are doing agriculture, to make the Sri Lanka self-sufficient in crop products. But now, to answer your question, now we are self-sufficient in rice. I know about rice. We are self-sufficient in rice. If you are self-sufficient, what should we do?
Export.
Do you go for more production? No. Because you have enough rice.
Yeah.
Then that is why I joined CIC company.
Right.
The public sector managed to make this self-sufficient.
Yeah.
But then that time the chairman, Mr. Abeysiriwardena, who is a person who has a vision, he asked me then what to do, Sumith. You are becoming self-sufficient now. That was in 2002-3 or somewhere. Then I said, when we are self-sufficient, you can't say we have food, but still we import rice. What kind of rice? Basmati rice, jasmine rice, quality rice we import. I tell so that the public sector is not very interested in developing quality rice because they just wanted to feed the nation. Then I asked Mr. Fernando, if you are interested, you can go ahead and have a program to develop quality rice. Then he asked me, okay, can you do it? Then that is how I joined the private sector. At that time, the Minister of Agriculture was our president, Honorable Sumith. So I told him, so I am going to private sector. He said, okay. No. But he said, don't go. Be in the public sector, and he told me different things. It was a personal. You can be the director general, you can all these things based on performance and all this. But I said, everything may be good, but I am poor. So I should also earn little money to have a house. Then I joined. He said, okay, no problem. You are working for the country. You join. Then I joined CIC in 2006, and I started program to answer your question, program to make quality rice so that we could export these rice. Now we are exporting rice. CIC is to US, to Australia, to Singapore, to New Zealand, to some Middle East countries. Now they are trying to export to UK. All health rice.
Okay.
Health rice.
Right.
So I developed health rice as well as some high rice with eating coal.
Right.
So now they have achieved the target.
Right.
Yes. We are earning foreign exchange.
Right, yes. And they do the communication outreach part of it,
They
extension
do
part
everything.
of it.
Yeah. I am doing only the
Yes.
development of foreign.
In that is like your scientific contribution conveyed to the people there, like is it
There, the scientific contribution is conveyed through products.
through products?
Through products. But when I was in the Department of Agriculture, scientific findings were conveyed to farmers through extension, through communication. And here, through products. Even those are there's another thing called section called outdoor system. Our varieties, when I develop, they are grown by the farmers, so that those farmers are made aware by our people to do this, and they will buy back. So that there's another awareness program with only 10 to 15,000 farmers. Many millions of farmers are here. 10 to 15,000 farmers. They have their outdoor program. So they are the people who make the farmers aware of the technology, and they produce and they buy back and they make the product and sell. And that is how private sector is working, not like public sector.
Have you collaborated with foreign scientists in this or?
For this program, no.
But in others?
But when I was in the Department of Agriculture, yes, we really collaborated with the International Rice Research Institute. That is the basic, and India scientists. And even we have done a lot of work when we were in the, I was in this thing. Even we promoted our technology in other countries.
How was that done?
Some of the varieties that we have developed through International Rice Research Institute, other countries have taken and they are growing. Even China is growing our varieties. China is a very big country, but still they are growing our varieties. China, even India, other countries growing our varieties. And I also got a chance to, in general, rice is sown, seed broadcast zone. We call it broadcast zone. Now you end up with a lot of, you need 40 kilos per acre, 100 kilos per hectare. It's a wastage. So that to reduce the wastage, we developed a program, but with the basic information from China. We developed a program to have a system called seedling broadcasting. You make seedlings first and you broadcast seedlings, not seeds. Then you can reduce that by 4 times. 40 kilos are needed for standard broadcasting. For this, we need only 10 kilos. And the yields are also high. Because no space, there's a space between plants now. So that plants will grow well. And they will also mature before about 5-6 days. So that there are that practice, when some scientists came from outside, FAO scientists, so they appreciated that. And they asked me to go ahead and introduce it to Vietnam. Then they funded, and I went to Vietnam and I made them aware of the seedling broadcasting, so that they accept. I don't know whether they are using it or not. That is one thing internationally, that is the only thing internationally, otherwise varieties.
And all that communication was done through the international rice
and no, not international, but this was done through the FAO. FAO programs are also here.
Yeah. So do you think if scientists like you in Sri Lanka are more popularized or more portrayed through global media or global communication channels, there would be no chances for collaborations like that?
Exactly. You are right. But they don't know, they are not aware of
what do you think is the barrier to that? Why is that not happening?
Barrier is no media, this thing, and the government is not interested to promote
the government in Sri Lanka or in other countries?
Sri Lanka is not interested to promote our people. When I went for masters, I got the chance to stay in US. So I did animal husbandry because genetics, population genetics. There was a population genetics course that was not offered by the crop science department. That was offered by the animal science. So I went for that course. I did that. Only 6 or 7 people were there. One Dr. Nuttall, he gave us, he always gives a problem It was called problem session or problem class or problem solving class or whatever. In Fridays, he give us a problem set. And you have to work it and come and explain. He explained, and we also doing it. One day he gave us a problem set, and it was very hard. There was one problem with linkage.
Linkage is equal.
Yes, linkage equilibrium with linkage, and when you get linkage, you get two, population.
Yes.
The link part is given one population, the other part is given. So that linkage, I couldn't solve that problem and I couldn't answer that question. 5 problems are given in the class. All the other 4 problems I could answer, but so I was very interested and doing that I couldn't. Then I went to the library and I got some books of genetics, and there was one book. I can't remember the English author. In that book I got a clue from that book. Then I going after that clue, then I was able to do that question. And in the following, so I finished doing that question about 2 o'clock in the morning. So I went for the class. And then Dr. Nota was solving those problems. He was explaining those problems in the board. First problem explained, and he asked, how many of you are right? Then all are raising hands. Then second one is, how many of you are right? All are raising hands. Normally that is happening. When you come to this problem, he worked it out, but he was wrong. Right? He made a mistake, because that was the mistake. That was the problem I couldn't, solve.
Yeah.
You can just skip that and go.
Yes.
That is wrong.
Yeah.
Right? He did that. Right? Then he asked, finally, how many of you are right? All the others are raising hand. I am not right. Yeah, what's the problem with you? He asked me. Then I said, Dr. Nutta, that step I didn't understand. I think you have to do this now. But they are real good people. Right? They really accept their mistakes.
They don't put you down.
Yeah, they don't put you down. That's right. That is the word. They don't put you down. Then he just go back to the from the board. Then he was looking at that his this thing, and he said, "Okay, you are right. I am wrong. I will do it." And she said, I will do it, and he started doing that, but he couldn't. It's not very easy. He asked, did you do this? I said, okay. He took my book and he went through that. He said, okay, you are exactly right, and he solved the problem by looking in how I have solved it. Then after that he was laughing and asked, how many of you are right? I was others. Then he asked me, you are doing well, you can come, you can meet me after class. Then I went and meet him after class. He asked me, are you from India? I said, no, I am from Sri Lanka. Then he was worried about, because he made a mistake in a country also. That I said, no, don't worry about that. The why I asked you to come here, he said, if you like, he asked what are you doing, and I said, I am doing crop science and all. He said to me, if you like, you can switch on to animal science. Then I said, so I have to go back. Then how can I go back? Go back and do the things. Then he said, it's not necessary, I can keep you here. Then I said, how can you keep you here? Because our visa status, you have to, we got J visa. You have to go back after doing your this thing. He said, it may be a problem for you, but not a problem for us. If we recommend, always we can keep. Then what do you think? I said, I can't straight away tell you. I will tell you later. Then I decided not to stay because first thing I was there on a government scholarship, so it's not good. No. And she also accepted that. She liked to stay in US, but she also accepted that I am on a scholarship. And second thing, I don't like animal science, so that I refused.
You have to do what you are passionate about.
Exactly. So that was in 1982. So that is how even after that, after PhD program, USDA called me, United States of Department of Agriculture called me and they offered me a job. Because I asked how can you? Because your grade point average is good. And they are getting grade point averages. I don't know how. So I asked what kind of job. I didn't want to stay. Then I was in a government school. He said, they said, you will get a job in between research and farmers, and you will be a demonstrator. The research findings will be demonstrated for the farmers, so that you will be handling that part. I said, no, I don't like that. I like general research. If you want to handle research, you have to be in the university. They said, we don't handle research, but we transfer technology. I said, so thank you very much. I would have stayed easily. I didn't like that. I didn't want to, change my
Discipline.
Those are the two things.
Any regrets about that?
Pardon?
Any regrets about
No,
that?
no regret. She sometimes thought he would have stayed, no. I said, no. So we don't regret.
Yeah. Is it
You should really work for the country where you are. And the other thing, you can, now when my son is outside, so he got an assistantship and, but then he stayed there, no problem. But he had free education, right? But I had free education as well as government scholarships. So it's not my duty to stay there. It's not, I think, what you call, you are not honest,
your conscience?
Yeah.
And and you said you wanted to do something that you are passionate about.
Yes.
What do you like? So that, I think that says whatever the job you do, it has to no matter how much you get paid or what really matters is what you really like, identifying what you really like.
You can enjoy it.
Yes.
You are happy with that. That's why. Even though I did plant breeding, so I also did other agronomic trials too. When I was the director at Rice Research and Development Institute, I didn't, mostly people do 100% administration. When you become director, so I didn't. That was my second listing. My first listing was to do research. That is why I also resigned from public sector. Now, when you are getting older and older, the public sector you are going to be a manager.
Just paperwork.
Yes, paperwork or management skills. Then your scientific knowledge is lost. So it is not useful, food for the nation or whatever. Then I thought of, and then lot of audit queries. That is the
Conflict resolution.
yes, and they are not, useless. So that, and the other thing, top administrators are all the people who have not done science. They have not studied science. All the people administrators. Now they are asking us what to do. creates conflict.
Yes.
But there are some secretaries, good secretaries. When you look at, when you study why they are good, they have done science. Now the governor in here, in this province, is one Mr. Varnasuri. He was the secretary when Anur Kumar was the minister, during when I was the director, right side. He was a very good person, right? Then I just studied why, not like others, because he is basic Calvinian, right?
Right.
He is a scientist, he did bioscience in Canada.
That foundation is there.
Foundation is very, very important.
Yeah. Something my husband also tells is something he's satisfied about is even if he had got 3 S's in A levels, like doing science, learning science, that scientific literacy in day-to-day life is important.
Very important.
Not to put down other subjects or anything.
Yes.
Just
she's very useful.
scientific literacy is important for any person.
Yeah, we like music.
Yeah, of course.
We like to hear.
Yes, I can't imagine without music or movies. But yes.
And she likes music. She
Yes.
also has piano. I don't know how to play. She knows.
Yes.
So those are the things. I those days I liked art. I could draw very well.
Okay.
Now I can't. Maybe if I try, I can.
Yeah.
But those things are important for your life.
Yes.
That they are not important, but scientific things are very useful. You have to have, first you have to live, and then while living you have to be happy. To live you need science. To be happy you need something else.
Aesthetic, creativity.
Creativity or
I think a big disadvantage in our education system is separating students as arts and science from a very young age.
Exactly.
So we are alienated from each other.
So they say that is because when they were very young, you are not really, interested in studying things. Even it happened.
Yeah.
So that is wrong.
Yes.
It is wrong. In other countries, I think anytime you can.
Because in my personal experience, I was always, since school days, I was interested in writing. I wanted to write. But then, if I had wanted to go in that direction, journalism, writing, I would have had to do art subjects. But I didn't want to do art subjects. I wanted to do so it was only after going to the US that I took this class in science journalism and then found a way to merge my interest from science back to writing.
Yeah, so that's a good thing that.
Yes.
You can fulfill your interest. No?
Yes. What is the part that you said you wanted to always be do research even throughout your career? What's the part of, why do you enjoy it so much? What is the part of research that you enjoy most?
It's maybe inherited something. So I always like to solve problems. Problems through scientific method. When you are asked to define research, how to define? Research is a systematic study into a subject using scientific methods. When you look at scientific methods, you have to have a hypothesis, you have to have an experiment to be tested, to test that hypothesis, then taking results and then interpreting that. So that is how you solve a problem. When you look at, I was thinking about those things and I gathered information. Now most of the people say, what are you doing? I am doing science. What is science? Then there is no answer. If you really look at science, you should be able to define what is science. Then based on the information that I gathered, any science should satisfy 3 things. First thing is you should have cause and result relationship within science. Otherwise, it's not science. Even in Buddhism, it is there. And then anything, any scientific thing should be able to be empirically tested. Now say, I say, if you apply fertilizer, you can increase yield. Then you have to show it by applying fertilizer, without fertilizer, and show that this is as high yields than this. You have to empirically, it should be able to be empirically tested. That is the second thing. Third thing, it has to be repeatable. If I do it, when I do it, the yield is increased. When you do it, if yield is not increased, it's not science. If it is a real scientific this thing, it has to be repeated. Those are the things. But when you look at the evolution, it's not a science thing. You can empirically test, no. But it's a theory. It's a scientific theory. Theories cannot be empirically tested. But you have cause and results this thing and even repeatability. So there are
ways to do.
This is that you can totally explain. But science should complete those, should satisfy three things. Then so I am trying to do that. So but doing research, trying to solve problems. And the other thing, you have to identify problem clearly.
That's half the problem.
Yes, that's right. If you don't identify the problem clearly, so you are nowhere. Always you fail. You don't know your maybe parents. One Dr. Panabu.
I've heard. Soil science.
One Dr. Panabu. He was our deputy director when I joined the department. He was always telling, you identify the problem here. You identify the problem. Otherwise, you are nowhere. So that is.
Yeah, my father also told me when I first went to the PhD, like identifying what you want to study, your research question is half the PhD.
Exactly. He is a very intelligent person. Knowing the person, mother and father, they are very good.
Because when I was looking for PhD positions, there were some professors who already had a project and they wanted to get a student for that project. I didn't want to go for another because that way I would only be like a technician.
Exactly.
I wanted to go to a lab where the professor would allow me to form my own project.
Exactly. That is the identification. If you fail in there, you fail.
There are some people who are who like to do that, just be in the technical level, and they are very good at it.
Actually, most of the people are like that. You know, they just wanted to do PhD. That's all. Whatever the subject, no matter.
So you brought up a very good question about those three things that science should fulfill.
Yes.
And I think that is also the point where most journalists misuse. They say these people found a cancer cure.
Yeah.
But that's something, and that is or maybe this food cause cancer or so, but there's no repetition, no reproducibility, no empirical evidence. So, what's your opinion on that? Why do you think that information about science is not communicated to the public? Why don't the public? Because if the public knows when they see a news, if they know that this is what the truth, how to discern truth from fiction,
You are right. That is because most of the, not now, from the beginning, even now, most of the people in media are not, they have not learned about science. They are from the art disciplines. That is the reason. They don't know about science. So they go after whatever, they think that whatever can be popularized, it is So they go up.
Sensational things.
Sensation. That's right. That's the word. So those are the. So they are not. But if the scientist, even though it is, even though they say this is good for public, they don't do that. Real scientists. Say one example.
You mean the scientists don't tell that to the media?
Tell that to the media. Not media don't tell that to the people. If media people are really,
Even though the scientists tell it.
Tell it. So they should know how to tackle it. But they should have a scientific base. I think science means it's not that you cannot differentiate this is science, this is. Always, everywhere, you should have science, you should have art. Both. And for example, now I think you maybe remember that CKDU, one problem, chronic kidney disease of unknown etiology, CKDU. The people were telling that, then the all media people and everybody said that this is due to chemicals. This is due to pesticides. Then we were against that. Not due to it. Then you have to be scientific. You have to prove that. If it is due to pesticide, no one is proving. No one proved. But they say that Sri Lankan හිතලුවට එහෙම තමයි.
අරයට මෙහෙම වුණා මෙයාට මෙහෙම වුණා.
I can say okay මේ පැත්තේ based on some reasons we didn't accept that. Why only in that area? Pesticides are used all over the world. Even all over the world. No one is in China, very high level of pesticides usage. No, nothing. But here, even in Japan, even in US, when I went to US, I went to see some US farmers. Forget. Then, soybean is grown in US. The one of the biggest problem for them was weeds in soybeans. So that they said very, very hard to control weeds in soybean. Then the scientists came up with now to control weeds, glyphosate. Glyphosate is very good. They kill any seed, any weed. But they also kill the soybean plant, right? So that you cannot apply glyphosate. They said if we could, they said earlier they thought if we could have applied glyphosate, then problem is over. Then they said now the problem is over because we have got a soybean plant resistant to glyphosate. They have developed in US scientists. They have developed a resistant plant to glyphosate. So resistant soybean plant to glyphosate. Then, but those farmers, they are growing that plant and they applied glyphosate. They say now we can go ahead, go home and sleep without any problem because we have this soybean plant. So that is how they are doing. But here, they mainly, related that CKDU to glyphosate. Right? Then glyphosate is not used only in that area, it is used all over the world and all over the country. We didn't accept that. But we were also trying to find out the reason for CKDU. Then water board, they did this thing. They initially found that the main thing related to this is water.
Hardness.
Water, exactly. Water. That is the thing. Then they did a study, they selected farmers, but people who use reservoirs water. Then they selected farmers, people who use shallow well water. Just close to reservoir, they dig holes, the wells, shallow well water. Then they selected people who mainly use the groundwater, deep well water. So those are the three categories, and they tested frequency of having kidney disease in those three categories, and they also tested pesticides in those reservoirs, pesticides residues, and shallow wells and this thing. Then you get highest pesticides residues in reservoir water. Then little lower residues in shallow well water. No residues in deep well water. But kidney disease is very severe in deep well water, very minimal in reservoir water. So there is no relation. Then they try to find why. As you said, hard water, lead, maybe very heavy metal, lot of heavy metals are it. That it should be purified when you drink it. Now it is purified.
Yeah.
Now no CKD.
Yeah.
Now not
Yes.
now that misconception is over.
But that is not reported in media.
That is not reported in media, no?
Why
But
is
now,
that?
one thing is sure, now no one is talking about CKDU, but that CKDU is still
Yes.
not at a very high frequency, but there are people. Normally the people are also getting that those are inherited this thing, no? Not environmental influence with the environmental influence, but maybe, but not severe.
Right.
Now these days dengue is very severe.
Yeah.
No? Not earlier, no.
No.
Now dengue is severe.
Yeah.
Now people are talking about.
Yeah.
Now they don't talk about CKD.
Like you said, if a journalist or some media personnel would have explained just like you did this experiment and evidence,
Exactly.
people would have understood.
Understand.
Why is
Yes,
it
understand.
not
Yes.
like done?
Yes. That is because the thing is,
Because it's not rocket science
yeah,
anyway.
exactly. So if you yes, because if you say something, something something bad, the people are getting attracted. If it is something good, people are not attracted. If you say, oh, this CKD is due to this and oh, even media people are very efficient to do that. So I think that is how it is happening.
Do you think it's specific to Sri Lanka or?
I don't know. I think mostly in US, countries like US, in UK, in Australia, they are different. They are different. Not like in these people are misconception-based people, but those people are not. Even media.
Yeah. Do you think anything can be done from the side of scientists to like rectify that?
Scientists are in different fields, no? So that they can justify in their own field. But you must have scientists in media. Media should be a scientific this thing, and you should have media publicity or whatever should be scientific, not just by not just myths or misconceptions. Gossip.
Yes, that's the one thing I've seen mainly because in US all universities have an institutional journalist who has studied both science and journalism.
Yes.
And even other research institutes, they have all these editors and everybody in this scientific American, they have degrees in science. Even the professor that I study science journalism with there, she has a PhD in chemistry.
Yes.
And later she has gone into science journalism.
Exactly. Then they have the scientific base. Then they don't misunderstand things and even misuse.
That is, I don't think anywhere in Sri Lanka there is science journalism.
No.
Is not done.
Maybe
very few like.
Very few.
And I think from my experience, I think the only thing science journal in Sri Lanka, the only science journalism done is regarding wildlife. Like human elephant conflict or things like that. That's all.
Right. Yeah.
So I remember to ask something and it went. So, like, if you think like is it better in the private sector? Do you think? You said the private sector do their own outreach extension. Is it better in that situation, in that aspect?
In that aspect means for their to fulfill their objective, it is better.
Okay.
Because they cannot, because they develop varieties, they fund for those, they spend money on those and they utilize those. They don't give it to public. They give it to outgrowers and they buy it back. That is their the way of doing that. If they spend money on a variety and if that is given to others to grow, so that no use of spending on this variety. The public sector is like that. Public sector is doing research on public money.
Yes.
So that public sector can do that, but not the private sector.
So you think one of the reasons for this like misinformation is lack of funding?
Yes, we say yes, lack of funding, misinformation. But the thing is, funding is done by top administrators. They don't know anything. They know only ARFR, Administrative Regulations and Financial Regulations. Those are the things that, those are made by Britishers.
Yes. Outdated.
Outdated. Okay, තියෙනවා horse cart එකට ගෙන ගන්න stick.
Really?
Oh, it has not removed. අර මම ඉන්න කාලේ තුර මම remove කරලා ගන්න. වැඩක් නැහැ. That is how they work, administrators. They don't know. They just we have this money. How can we distribute? For their own interest, they distribute now. Now it is different. Now it is going to be this government. I don't know how long it will exist.
Yeah. One thing I heard when I talked to the tea research people was that they don't have the vocabulary to communicate their science to the public. Is that the thing about rice too? Because I asked whether is that because the tea came from the British, so like we don't have local culture, local agriculture is not, it is not.
Right. Vocabulary.
They said the main problem they have when communicating their science to the public is to the terms, to the scientific terms. They don't have the equivalent Sinhala or Tamil words. Is that the problem in your field also?
No. Because that is not the interest, not the vocabulary or anything. Interest. The people are not interested in rice technology or technology.
Although they eat it.
Yeah, that's right. They don't want it. They want only food. That's all. And the farmers, they are interested. But even in TRI, I think the people who grow tea are interested.
Yes.
But not other people. Even we are interested because we know about tea. We are scientists. So I always take, now your father is the chairman now, I always take tea from TRI. That is the best tea. Yeah, taste and flavor, everything good. But the people don't know.
You said at the beginning also like everybody eats.
Yeah.
And you said like you mainly want to people to know about the health benefits and all.
Yeah.
So like you actually think even though people are not interested, there are things that people need to know.
Need to know, yes, exactly. There are things that people need to know. The variety that I have, one variety, it is good to control diabetes. So when you eat it, your sugar level won't go up much, not like other rice eat. So that there is a thing that should be, that people should make aware. But most of now the CIC started that, making aware about the GI. Now most of the people know that.
Right.
You are right. When you have some programs to make them aware.
To market it.
To market. CIC did it to market.
Yes.
So that now people know. So based on some reason, you have to make it aware with the people. If you want to get the people's, intervention in that to produce or something, then you make the aware people.
Are you in any of that marketing procedures, are you in any place the face of it? Do you like, would people know you as the person who developed that? Would you like that to happen? No.
No use. No use. If it is yours, that is it. Otherwise, I don't need to, personally go ahead and promote that. I don't need.
Okay.
Because I am getting my salary. So what I need is that the CIC should learn from me. That is what I expect. Otherwise, they will, ask me to go out.
Yeah.
So that when I joined CIC, I joined in 2006. By 2012, after about 6 years, their net income, net profit from this rice project was 30 to 40 billion rupees per year. Now 20 years, now their income is 300 to 400 million rupees per year, net income. Now they are progressing well because of the varieties that I have developed. Not only me, I can develop varieties, but they have to be promoted. So that is done by other people. But basically, if you don't have a basic thing is coming out of me,
Yes.
the varieties. Now they export and they. So that's what I need.
Yes.
Not that
Your product to go out.
product to go out. And I am also benefited.
Yeah.
CIC is also benefited. Even the people who read also benefited.
Within the bounds that you can say, can you give like a brief, I'm sure there's a lot, but like a brief overview of the varieties you have developed,
Yeah.
your findings?
Yeah. Now, first, in the world, basmati is very popular now. All basmatis are white. So I wanted to have a red basmati type. So I developed that. Not really very similar to basmati, but close to basmati. That was the first variety I developed. And they put the name basmati, red basmati. I said, no, it's not. When India protested that you cannot use the name basmati in your variety, that is geographically either protected or something, so that they changed the name whole grain red rice or something, right? Basmati. Then based on that, that was the first variety with low GI.
Okay.
Low GI and high protein. Then I developed another variety. It was not fragrant. That is why it was not really basmati.
Right.
It has long grains and everything, but not fragrant. Then I developed another variety. It's a real health variety called red fragrant.
Okay.
Red fragrant. It has high protein, high vitamin B, high antioxidants, high fiber, and it is low GI. So it is a real good health variety. So there is a second variety. Third variety is a white basmati type variety with fragrant but not very long grains, but similar to basmati. That is also popular among people. That red fragrant and red basmati type, those two varieties, the red fragrant is really close to basmati, are exported.
Okay.
Because red types
Right.
are.
Yeah.
Then I developed two varieties. Those are it's a demand in the local market. Sudru and Rathusudru, we named them.
Okay.
Sudru and Rathusudru. They are very now Kiri Samba. Have you heard about Kiri Samba? Which is better than Kiri Samba.
Okay.
Sudru.
Okay.
And then Rathusudru. It's a very small grain. The local people like it. We have Sudru Samba.
Yeah.
It is white. This is red. Now they sell it as Sudru Samba, Rathusudru and pink Sudru.
Okay.
Little Polish and they say pink. Then I developed a variety very close to jasmine rice. It's called Savandara.
Okay.
We put the name Savandara is a good name. Savandara. So that is good for Kiribati. ritualistic.
Right.
It is good for killing. So those are the varieties I have given. And another real basmati type variety I given is called super color. We can't say basmati. No. It's very long grain and grain elongate while cooking, little aroma and both very similar to basmati. So that because of that, in general, they import 2,000 tons per month basmati rice from India. Now they import only 1,700 tons, 3,000 tons we produce.
Wow.
But we are expanding that. USA, those are the varieties that still doing.
So when you are doing this, science is always a trial and error.
Yes, exactly.
You have probably must have come across many setbacks, many failures. What's your approach to that?
Yes, always when you are doing science, always you are not successful. You are not 100% successful. You may be successful only 5%. So that is how science.
It's part of the process.
Yes, that's right. So if you think that always you have to be successful, never happen. So that is what is happening now. I have developed 8 varieties. To develop 8 varieties for 20 years, look how much of work I have done.
How many failures?
How many failures? Now, those are, we don't consider those as failures. To develop a new variety, first we cross two existing varieties. How many crosses we have done? Out of maybe thousands of crosses, only 2-3 crosses have successful. So that I can't think that those crosses which were not successful were failures.
Learning process.
Learning process, exactly. That is the always science. In science, only the percentage success is very low.
But people only see the success.
But in business and all things, you have to be successful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are failed.
Yeah.
Science is different from that. Because when scientifically proved that it is good, only it will go to the business.
Yes. So I have only 2 more questions for you, sir. One is, how do you, so you say like there's a lot of failures, but you still succeed, and with all this work, how do you maintain your work-life balance, and like what are your hobby? Do you have any hobbies, or like how do you manage this? Because I feel like a lot of people like to do science, but they get burnt out when they fail.
Yeah.
And people only talk about the successes, and then they say, okay, I'm not successful, and so I'm not good or anything.
So I don't think, I don't have that kind of thinking. So I think so far I am successful. If I fail to give varieties when after doing CIC, and if they are not able to promote them, market them, then I think that I am failed. But now, so I am successful. And the other thing, now, when you do science, always you are happy. You identify the problem, you solve the problems, then you are happy. So I am happy anyway, but I have other things that I enjoy, several things, so that I do those things too. Looking at teledrama, TV, right? So listening to songs, and even something else, and so that there are things.
That human side of scientists is not often shown. That's what I also want to show. Like, scientists are also humans. They are not always in the labs or working. Exactly, not robots. Yes.
And when I'm doing research, so I involve mostly on that. In addition to that, I also supervise students, postgraduate students. And in addition to that, when I am free, talk with and fight with her and argue with her. So those are enjoyable. Yes.
You have to have a life.
Right. If you are doing only science,
That's not sustainable.
something. So those are now sometimes when you involve business, I don't know how your parents are involving. A lot of work when advising students, and you have to correct the thesis and all this.
Time consuming.
Time consuming. When I do this, now she has problems. Then I don't have time to,
Yes.
devote her. Now she knows.
Yes.
But
You have to balance.
balance. Then she needs to go shopping. I say, oh no, I have to do this. Then no.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But somehow I balance it.
So if you have some, so you said when you were growing up you didn't dream of this or anything. If you could go back to your younger self and say something, or if you could say something to the younger generation, what would that be?
That is again a very, very, very tough question. That what I could say, you have to be honest first, and you have to use your brain. You have to use your brain, and don't go after desires. You should not be an extremist. Don't go after desires. You have to control desires, and you have to, as said, identify problems properly and try to solve them, and you will face a lot of challenges, but don't be, face challenges, right? You have to be able to face challenges, otherwise, a lot of challenges. So that is
life.
Yeah, that is life. And when you are a scientist, particularly, you are not working 8 hours per day. You are working 24 hours per day. So you think, when you go to the bed only, you start thinking, I should
In the bathroom.
Yeah, it's a bathroom.
When you are alone.
Alone, those days, when I was in the school, so not in front of parents, so I used to smoke in the bathroom and thinking about problems. So those things are there. So that what my advice is that those are the components involved in it.
Yeah, I read somewhere like when you are a scientist or an academic, you might be working 18 hours a day, but you can choose which 18 hours to work.
Which 18 hours, yeah, right.
It's not like 8 to 5 or anything.
Yeah, that's right. You cannot choose.
Yes. You have,
you can choose, but if you are really working, you cannot choose.
You have the freedom to.
Yes, that's right. Depending on the situation, you can choose.
I think that's like all the topics I wanted to ask you. Is there anything you wanted to tell that I didn't cover, what you would like to tell?
Yeah, the only thing that you follow what I not really, not forcing.
No.
Think about that. So that is what.
Because I also want this, especially like the students, science students, because I feel like all the students now take as role models people who have studied here and now gone outside and working in NASA. That is very good. But I want to show people there are people who are here who have done significant things while remaining here